Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to join you virtually and be interacting with all these wonderful volunteers of VT Seva. I've heard a lot about the organization, and it's a pleasure to talk to you today and interact with all of you virtually. And such an inspiration that all of you are doing such wonderful work and have developed the spirit of volunteerism at such a young age. And I think, personally, I've also been volunteering from the age from the time I have finished my schooling. Some of you are still doing it through school also, so it's very appreciable that all of you are doing this. And it's a pleasure to address all of you. Actually, the spirit, I'm very inspired by Swamiji's ideals and the way that all of you have taken his ideals worldwide and to see that you can help the unfortunate, also people who are deserving of care and attention at all possible stages. So I would just like to say that, I've been asked to speak generally about volunteerism and how the spirit should be inculcated in all of you. So let me share a small thought with you and my own life journey. I started out working in the private sector after my graduation. I graduated from the London School of Economics. After that, I was working for a private firm for 2 years. And then I realized that I was working for myself, for my own paycheck, and probably working for my company also, but in a very limited way. So I was just the cog in the wheel, which was part of the company. So that's when I came once to India and I was interacting with some farmers from India here. And then I realized that long back, my father had helped them while in service. So I realized this is one way and one pathway open to me to be more significant. From my childhood, my father's just been a guiding force in my life. He's also asked me, he's actually one time asked me a small question. He said, "Do you want to be significant or do you just want to be successful?" So that made me decide on my career path. And I think that is the idea which is inspiring all of you today who have gathered here and who are taking this VT Seva's ideals forward. And all of us have that spirit of volunteerism. It's social. I mean, human nature itself, we would like to interact with others. We want to be with group of people, and collectively we rise. No singular person rises individually. It is the society, it is the family which is responsible for that person's rise. So if all of us can build a better society and all of us can build a better future for somebody else, I think that is satisfaction. It is also what we call as goodwill and punyam, or whatever way we want to term it as. So most of us have that ideals in us, and most of us just look for that small spark, the way forward, and how to do this and how to reach the best, reach people in the best possible way. I'm here to give you a few opportunities on how to do that. One is I represent a very rural district in Telangana called Narayanpet. It is on the borders between Telangana and Karnataka, and it's traditionally been a migrant district. There were a lot of people who were out migrating from this district because of dry land agriculture, less income. So they were moving towards better prospects in Mumbai, Pune, these kind of places. But of recent years, they've all been coming back thanks to the positive interventions done by the government, and also because of all the positive things that are going on in Telangana right now. But always, always, like how you were helping homeless out there, how you are interacting with the police forces, and how you're trying to bring about that bridge between community and officers. There's always a need to do more, and there's always a need to develop more. So and development is an ongoing agenda. It's not that it's finished. it's always that once you reach a plateau, you go on to the next step. It's never the plateau there. So it's always that we are trying to improve on things. So with that said, I would say that we're working with school children here, where one of the projects we would be interested to collaborate with all of you is to have digital interactions with school children here with you and them, so that they understand how the world is competing, how others are competing in other areas, and how people can be better off, or how their educational profile can be better off. So having digital classes in English, let's say, or having digital classes in computer skills, these are all things which will benefit rural children. And almost all our schools are having digital connectivity, so we'd be very happy if most of you can come on board and start interacting with them, even from USA and other countries, so that they get a better idea of how the world is out there and how they can compete with other children. Also, would be very happy to have book donations for our libraries and schools, where we can provide more opportunities to the children. And also, recently we've been discussing, and Swamiji has also been very supportive of this idea that we should have Anganwadis, which are preschools in India. And these cater to the needs of pregnant women and also below six aged children. So these Anganwadis, the buildings are needed, extra buildings because of COVID and also due to other reasons. We've not been able to upgrade infrastructure in most of these areas. So we need more buildings. Most of them are accommodated in private buildings, or they are accommodated in our existing schools, but they don't have a special preschool kind of an atmosphere for them. This is different from a regular school, because we also give food to all the Anganwadi children. So it's very nice if they have a creative play school, which has buildings which are also learning materials. Like all of us know, we go to beautiful preschools which have colorful walls, which have written statements on the walls, and we have interactive games which are play and learn games, all these things. So if all of these can be provided to our preschool children, it will be a nice initiative from all of you. And also, there is a lot of nutritional gap in rural areas that we see, so which we are trying to address with a special program of health and nutrition, and merging early childhood with nutritional programs. But getting inspired, connecting with similar age group people and also young people elsewhere and across the world, would give them that input on how to have a better nutrition and how to have better standards of livelihood. So we would welcome all these initiatives from all of you, and look forward to collaboration in any of these sectors which which look pleasing, and which are of interest to all of you. So thank you for allowing me to join this part, and I wish you all the very best in all your future endeavors. And youth is like it said, youth is the force of the future. So all of you are the future, and you are trying to build a better future. You are trying to leave the world a better place than what you found it in. So that is an amazing thought. Keep going. And then many times you will feel, am I doing the wrong thing there? Am I not going on the right path? Is my contribution enough? These are all thoughts that we have as volunteers. Let me tell you, I worked in the private sector. I've worked as a volunteer from my college days, and now I'm in a capacity in a government job, which allows me to be a volunteer of sorts, where I work towards the development of the people. And I can tell you that there's no right and wrong. We are all trying to do our best, and it is the intent which matters. We are trying to go with the right intent, that we have to help somebody, and that intent is very important, and that is what propels us to do things, and this is the foundation for a better society. You don't need to have recognition, you don't need to have praise from somebody that you're volunteering or doing good. It's the satisfaction inside you that you have done a good thing, that itself is immense, and that's amazing. So keep the volunteer efforts going, and look forward to collaborating with you in whichever area interests you within Narayanpet. All the best.